Welcome back! Today we will launch the Let's Play series of my channel, and yes, the first game I will show you is Black Mesa. We will start a new game on hard difficulty with the first chapter, and I will give you some input on the mod history or game history, because actually yes, Black Mesa started in 2007 as a mod for Half-Life 2, when the developer team, now known as the Crowbar Collective, decided to bring Half-Life 1 to the standards of the source engine, which was powering Half-Life 2. Yes, it's pretty much in basic, it's a remake of Half-Life 1, but with very extended atmosphere, which the Gold Source engine, which was powering the first game, Half-Life 1, wasn't even able to feature. This build is running on the Source engine 2013, if I remember correctly, and the looks and the dedication and work which has been invested into this game it's amazing. It's basically it's pretty amazing. They started in 2007 and released a mod version in 2012, which already took them 5 years to accomplish with a very big team, and still it took them 5 years to convert everything from Half-Life 1 to the standards of the Source engine. And they didn't even convert. They recreated everything from scratch, everything. They composed new music, they created new assets, like this first aid recharger over there and the HEV recharger. Both of these assets were remade by hand, everything. And the game so far is only reaching to the chapter before Zen, because the alien world Zen is not implemented yet. But I have played the story already one time, or actually 2 times, because the game released as early access on Steam this year for about 20 euros or dollars, depends where you live. And I replayed it then, and I'm playing the 2015 version, the early access version, and I compared the mod version to the early access version, and there were about 2.5 years in between those versions, and the 2015 version featured a new engine, and the difference in optic and handling, even them, are massive. There's a massive difference between the 2 games, or 2 versions, and I highly appreciate the work of the developer team. So I had no problem at all to spend 20 euros on this game, because they dedicated so much of the free time into it, and it's purely made by love. Love and hard blood is actually everything which has been invested into this game, and a lot of free time. And the outcome is already, like I said, massive. It's very impressive how an independent developer can reach if they really dedicated themselves to their project. It's like Project Reality on Battlefield 2. But as this really started out as a recreation of Half-Life 1 on Source engine, it became very much more than that. Black Mesa is, if you play it, you feel that Black Mesa is an entire new game for itself, even though it features the story of Half-Life 1 and tries to recapture it at the best point. Black Mesa is doing a very bigger task than this, and it's not only recapturing Half-Life 1 and Source engine or the feeling of it, it's expanding it while you play the game. if I compare Half-Life 1 to Black Mesa, you can easily tell that the music is composed very much better, and it fits the atmosphere even better than the original game. Not that the original game Half-Life 1 made by Valve in 1998 is bad. No, no, no. It's Half-Life 1 is a masterpiece, no doubt. But Black Mesa is for a mod, or in Origin a mod. It's incredible. It's really incredible. And as you can see, the time we were driving this train through the Black Mesa compound to your place of work, you can see that they really made a good job on recreating the environment of Black Mesa when you were traveling through this this train tunnels to your destination platform. And they added some new features and looks to the game. If you can remember this room, it was a bit more boring than this room is. There are pretty many gimmicks included into the game now, and more optics, more events. Everything has been extended, and even new things have been added, which weren't in Half-Life 1 in the first place.
Low clearance security. Please
And
contact Black Mesa personnel for further information.
after some time of development, Valve Software has been contacted by them, or vice versa. They were contacting the Crowbar Collective development team, and Valve gave them their okay for recreating the game and releasing it on Steam Greenlight. Since the Crowbar Collective were using Valve's natural property or intellectual property, they had some problems, and they weren't sure about how far they could go with this game. But after they had the green light from Valve Software, they were pushing their dedication and their work even more than before. And so they released the 2015 version on Steam Greenlight, or better said on early access, for about, like I said, 20 euros. If you want to spend that money on it, I can highly recommend that you do. It's available in the Steam store, and I can tell you won't regret spending this money on this awesome game. And it's still in active development because Zen is still missing, and there are still some flaws to be fixed, like in the multiplayer mode, which has been included in the 2015 release, which was originally known as Black Mesa Deathmatch, but now it's part of Black Mesa as well, so it's not a standalone game. It has been everything included into the entire package. And there is a December 2015 update coming, which will be very big according to their forums. So we will see what they will include in the new update. I think there will be much more content for the multiplayer mode. So yes, now we will enter the first chapter, and this is where this first video will end. So I will see you again in Animalist Materials.